Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever thought about how sometimes getting that moment of calm or even just happiness, it's not about the big things. It can be something, well, incredibly simple, like just lighting a candle.
It's a really interesting thought, isn't it? How a brand can take something so basic, that act, and turn it into a whole experience, maybe even a ritual. So our mission for this deep dive is really to explore how this specific brand, Bramble&Flame, tries to do that. We'll unpack the details, their approach, and what it means for creating atmosphere in your own life.
Absolutely. And getting into Bramble&Flame's world, their core idea, their philosophy, it really stands out immediately. The source material puts it very directly. It's not just a candle. It's a story, a mood, an aroma that brings back memories, that really highlights their focus on care, comfort, and atmosphere. So what does that signal to you beyond just, standard marketing talk?
Yeah, that's a really good point because it signals a very deliberate shift, away from just
the features.
Exactly, just the features. They're aiming pretty squarely, I'd say, at creating an emotional connection. And for a smaller, more boutique company like Bramble&Flame, that can be a really profound competitive edge. What's insightful, I think, is how they're tapping into that growing desire people have for authenticity, for things that feel, handcrafted. When a brand says, this product evokes a memory, or this creates a feeling, it makes an everyday item feel much more personal, earned almost, not like the mass-produced stuff. It's actually a pretty smart way to target a niche market.
I thought the details about how they make things were particularly interesting, too. The source makes a point of saying each item is made by hand right here in Derbyshire. That alone says a lot about craftsmanship, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Okay. That commitment, especially made by hand right here in Derbyshire, it's not just a label. It really speaks to the brand's values, how they want to be different from mass production. And the implication is, consumers who are looking for genuine artisanal things, they're more likely to connect with that story. Local creation.
And it's not just handmade. The materials they choose are quite specific. We're talking eco-friendly wax, wooden wicks, and this is a really unique touch. They actually use real petals and herbs in the products.
Right. Those specific choices really show a commitment to, both quality and a certain unique look, a unique aesthetic. And think about how those natural materials enhance the experience for you. It's not just about the smell. The wooden wicks, for instance, they're not just a gimmick. They make that distinct crackling sound, kind of like a tiny fireplace, which actually some studies suggest can make you feel calmer, more high. It's multi-sensory, almost ASMR-like,
Interesting.
These details really do set Bramble&Flame apart. Plus, a practical thing from the source, they burn for up to 20 hours. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And yeah, that funny detail that some look like desserts.
Oh, right.
I'm sure that leads to a few curious sniffs, but yeah, definitely don't eat them. Unless they branch out, maybe. A culinary line? Probably not.
Probably not. So speaking of the senses, let's take a little journey through some of the candle scents the source describes. We've got Coffee Break. It's painted as this rich coffee aroma, vanilla mixed in, making you feel like you're in a cozy coffee shop. Then there's one called Silent Night. That's a blend of lavender, eucalyptus, jasmine. It sounds perfect for, unwinding after a really rough day. And Dreamer's Garden. That one sounds lovely. A mix of peach blossom, jasmine, warm brown sugar, described as a spring garden in a jar. They sound wonderful, but beyond the descriptions, how tough is it for a brand like this to actually deliver on those promises consistently? Like, are there special techniques or specific ingredients they need to make sure Silent Night really helps you unwind?
That's a crucial question. Absolutely. Consistency is everything here. Crafting these specific scent profiles, giving them these evocative names, it's all about intention. The aim is clearly to prompt certain moods or maybe fit into different times of your day, encouraging you to use them intentionally, maybe build your own little rituals, and that fits right into their bigger goal. Fostering well-being by weaving these sensory moments into your routine. Now, achieving that consistency, that takes really careful blending, sourcing high-quality, stable fragrance oils or perhaps natural essences. They need to make sure that scent profile is the same batch after batch. It's actually quite a delicate art.
And it's not just candles, right? They also do aromatic sachets, scents like Cotton Morning and Ocean Whisper. And these seem really versatile, good for wardrobes, cars, maybe just popping in a bag.
Exactly. It extends that sensory experience beyond just the home candle.
So, okay, we've looked at how these products can enrich your personal moments, your rituals. But what about sharing that? Bramble&Flame seems to have thought about gifting quite a bit. The source mentions ready-made sets, mini candles, even stylish boxes.
Yes, and that really shows how they're making that gift of atmosphere quite accessible, quite convenient. The bigger idea here, I think, connects back to what the source highlighted, supporting small businesses created with soul.
Hmm.
It becomes about more than just the product that you're buying. It's about who you're supporting, the passion that goes into it.
Yeah.
And that convenience factor, it definitely helps bridge the gap for people who appreciate handcrafted things but maybe need an easy way to gift them.
Exactly. So engaging with a business like Bramble and Flame, it feels like more than just buying something. It feels like you're investing in, well, a vision of comfort, of handcrafted quality that could genuinely make daily life a bit nicer. So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's circle back to where we started, that central theme. Sometimes all it takes is lighting a candle. And we've sort of unpacked how that simple act, through the care and craft of a brand like Bramble and Flame, can become something, well, much deeper, creating personal atmosphere, helping your well-being.
Which leads to a final thought, maybe something for you to consider. In our lives, which often feel so busy, so fast-paced, how can these small sensory experiences, like a scent or the sound of a wick, how can they do more than just offer a quick escape? Can they actually encourage us to slow down, to intentionally create and hold on to moments of peace, of personal connection? Think about that ripple effect.
Definitely food for thought. If you're curious and want to explore Bramble and Flame's world a bit more, you can find them over on Facebook. The address is facebook.com/share18q1use.